Today on the show, I'm gonna punch a cat in the face. Today we're gonna talk about the most fucking awesome, fun, violent, amazing Wolverine story I have read in decades. It's called Wolverine, the Best There Is. Next, we're gonna do mini segments: Fatale, Saga, and John Carter, Gods of Mars. In movie mini bites, we're gonna talk about Cabin in the Woods, and I'm gonna review the movie Endhiran with this shitty robot. Yeah, Wolverine is Marvel's cash cow. You know, we get it. There's a lot of Wolverine stuff out there. There's too much shit. Just like Batman. There's too many Bat titles. There's too many Wolverine titles. There's so much Wolverine that it makes you apathetic about Wolverine. But this title, Wolverine the Best There is fucking sweet. And it's what Wolverine should be all about. It's just another Wolverine. I don't really like Wolverine anymore. No big deal. No big deal. You can't pass on Wolverine the Best There Is. It's bizarre. There's a lot of blood. There's some fucked up shit going on. The backgrounds are really cool. There's all this crap everywhere. There's people with no noses all over the place. There's guys... There's two guys with no noses.
Two guys?
Yeah! Wolverine gets mixed up with this mad scientist who decides to fucking experiment on him, and because Wolverine has this healing power, it like doesn't help him in this instance. It's fucked up. They take him, they do all these fucked up experiments with him, they infect him with everything. It's like, oh, now you're allergic to your own adamantium. Sorry, bro. Oh, now you're allergic to your lungs. It's fucked up. It's gory. Yeah, there's a lot of gore factor, you know, they're getting back to his roots. They're getting back to him cutting things open, man. He's just slicing people open left and right. He's taking heads off, he's taking arms off, he's taking noses off, he's fucking them up, man. And he's getting tortured. I mean, his healing factor is being stretched to its limits. They're like blowtorching him, and they're like sucking his life force out. And there's a scene where Wolverine is being tortured, and it's so gory, and there's so much blood everywhere that I think somebody had to step in and say, fuck, we can't have this much red blood everywhere. You gotta like make it look black or something so it's not as fucked up. Wolverine the Best There Is. What's so good about it? Well, first of all, they have Wolverine pulling an Edward Scissorhands, cutting all these girls' hair at a rave. Wolverine goes to a rave with this chick, and he ends up getting high, and then end up cutting all these women's hair in these fashionable hairstyles that they just love. So the art is really awesome. It's very Euro, it's bizarre, he has weird characters, less superhero.
What makes comic book European, exactly?
It's just, there's more attention to detail. It's not just about these big figures, you know, there's good folds and clothes and just attention to detail and shot selections and just bizarre characters, just the style of it. They're just fucking weird looking, you know, like they just wear weird shit. This one's gonna be around, or it should be around in my opinion. Don't be fooled by this shitty cover. The art in Wolverine the Best There Is super badass. The story is awesome. The characters are fun. The only downside to this whole thing is the cover. It's not very representative of the interior art, which is way better. Usually a cover is supposed to look better than the interior art. In this case, it looks worse. Much worse. The artist, Juan Jose Reap, in Wolverine the Best There Is, fucking nailed it. It's so awesome. It's Euro, it's Preacher, it's just bizarre. It's got dollar bill shading art on it. It's got guys with giant brains. It's got extremely detailed backgrounds. We're talking about technoviruses. I don't hear anybody talking about Wolverine the Best There Is, and I don't know why, because this is fucking way better than almost anything else that's out there, and I think it's an instant classic, and that it's gonna be around in 20 years. It's awesome. It's not getting its due, but this is a must-have on your shelf. When you're teaching your friends about comic books, you gotta make them read this one. I know you're tired of Wolverine. I know you're tired of Wolverine. This is a good one. This is the one you should read. This is the only one that you should read. All the other ones are retarded. Charlie Huston wrote Wolverine the Best There Is, and he did a fucking awesome job. And the most exciting thing about Wolverine the Best There Is that it's out in graphic novel form. I got a hardcover right here of Contagion. It's the first 6 stories. This next 6 issues are coming out in another fucking hardback pretty soon. In these mini segments, I'm going to talk about stuff you may not know about. John Carter and the Gods of Mars. Apparently the movie was a huge, like, $200 million flop, and, like, the film chief of Disney had to resign over it, and nobody saw it. I know I didn't. I heard it was alright, but nobody really gave a shit about it. I'm reading the comic. It's pretty good. The story's a lot of fun, you know, it's on Mars, there's flying around, there's pirates, you know, there's crazy shit going on. Ramon Perez is the artist, does a phenomenal job. Jordi Belair is the colorist, apparently, and he is also pretty fucking awesome, so I would check it out. And we should probably talk about Brian K. Vaughan's Saga. It's fucking weird. First issue, it was okay. It was a little weird. I'm on the fence about it. The second issue of Saga, I'm definitely more in now. It's got the character, the Stalk, who I thought was brilliant, like, so much fun. There's a lot of characters that have horns, wings, spider legs, whatever, TV heads. It's so far it's interesting. We'll see where it goes. I'm reading Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips' new title, Fatale. What a beautiful cover. It's Lovecraftian, it's noir, I love Lovecraft, I have like a Necronomicon tattoo in my armpit, what do you want? It's a lot of fun. The whole Elder Gods deal has made a huge comeback this year, and I would definitely say it's one of the better Lovecraftian tales in comics at this point. I'm gonna tell you about a movie. I'm gonna tell you about a fucking amazing movie. I'm gonna tell you about a movie that's gonna blow your socks off, okay? And you're still not gonna go see it because you're a fucking dickhead, okay? I'm telling you about Cabin in the Woods, alright? I saw the trailer too. The trailer sucks. The trailer sucks. But you know what? It's Joss Whedon. It's Joss Whedon. He co-wrote it. Joss Whedon produced it. It's fucking amazing, okay? I'm just dying to talk to somebody about this movie. I was telling everyone at my work about this movie. I was like, I'll see you when it fucking gets on DVD. Fuck you, go watch it right now because it's fucking awesome. It's amazing. I wasn't impressed with the trailer either, but let me tell you why the trailer's perfect, okay? Because most Hollywood trailers show like most of the movie in it, and to where you're not even surprised. I mean, Quarantine, they showed you the last shot of the movie in Quarantine, like the trailer. Are you kidding me? That's retarded. I don't want to spoil it for you. Go see it. Just go see it.
All right, have a seat. Have a seat.
Thank you, Robot. Thank you, Robot.
All right. What are we going to talk about now?
Alright, so now we're going to talk about Robot's favorite movie.
My favorite movie!
Endhiran.
Woo! Yeah.
The Robot. It is a Collywood film. It's not even Bollywood, it's Collywood, okay?
Oh, nobody cares. Just tell us about the movie. It's really good.
Okay, so the movie's pretty awesome. If you are a student of Mystery Science Theater 3000, you will definitely appreciate this film. It is an Indian film. It is a 3-hour epic. It is about the life and times of a robot named Chitty.
It might sound long, but I wish it was 4 hours long.
He wishes it was 4 hours long. It's got about $500,000 music videos included therein to the film.
Which they like to do in Bollywood. It's a little weird, but it takes getting used to.
They love it. The Indians love it. I don't get it. Whatever, it's cool. You know, I'm willing to experience other cultures.
We should watch it together next time.
We should watch it together, Robot. You're really easy to sit next to on the sofa. You're not intrusive in any way.
Thanks. I didn't want to mess up your thing, you know, but
I think your antenna keeps kind of breaking, but, you know, whatever. It's no big deal.
well.
Just a robot sidekick we're trying out. It's not very,
I think it's working great.
I don't think it's working at all. It's already fallen. Your antenna is already...
If you want, I could be her official co-host for good.
It's
up to you.
You know what? It is up to you, viewers. Do you want this dickhead? Do you want this guy to be fucking sitting next to me? First of all, he's like 2 to 3 times bigger than I am. Second of all, his antenna keeps flopping down. Third of all, you know, he was built by my producer who just really believes in him and wants to use him as much as possible. I mean, there's a little bit of nepotism going on here in this show. I mean, even in this show, there's nepotism. Even in this show, okay? No. So there's a few clips on YouTube of Endhiran. I wouldn't suggest looking at them. I mean, it will get you excited about it, and you'll definitely want to watch it to be like, what the fuck do these have to do with anything? Chitty goes bad. Chitty's born. Chitty lives. Chitty's given human emotions. Chitty goes bad over love, you know, and when he goes bad, he goes super bad. And he builds this whole army of other Chitties, and then they, like, end up attacking, like, the Indian government, and, like, they form a giant cobra snake and, like, eat tanks, and it gets really ridiculous. I'm sorry, he told me to... I'm sorry. She put me back. Today, we're going to continue our Avengers vs. X-Men discussion with AVX Round 2. If you walk into a comic book store, 90% of it's crap.
It is?
It's awful. Most of it's terrible. But there's people like me who can guide you through all this crap, and so you can get the good stuff and not have to dick around with that other shit. Next up, I'm going to spotlight the awesomeness of Flex Mentallo and the brilliance of the Grant Morrison-Frank Quitely team-up. And then we're going to talk about Marvel Ultimate Comics. What are those covers? In Comic Quick Snips, I'm going to fire off so much awesomeness into your brain zone that your fucking eyeballs
Your brain zone. What the hell?
Then, I'm gonna go on a mini rant about Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm sorry, Bill, I was just messing with you. You're a good sport. She's such a good sport.